But there's still something uniquely special about a still photograph that captures the moment, whether it be in a historical context, sporting context, that captures the moment and the soul of that moment. And very often great still photography in this fast-moving world is often overlooked, and what we're trying to do is create bodies of work using great photography, coupled with great writing. Again, we put a lot of emphasis on unique writing, fresh writing. One of the things that we always try to do that is important is to have as much and varied contributions from all over the world, which is very true. We're thrilled to say on the Nelson Mandela Opus. So it sounds very simplistic, but a combination of fantastic photography, great writing is to tell these stories is what we're about. It's also about scale. Every one of our pages is 1/2 meter square, so when you open the Opus, you're talking about a meter long page spread. What that allows us to do is to show great photographs in a way that they were intended. Why Nelson Mandela, and why the story of this icon, this great man? I was mentioning earlier to Grace Michelle that when we put together the business many years ago with my 3 partners, that we sat in a room and I asked them all to write on a piece of paper, which I think I've still got, each top 5 stories that all 4 of us would like to tell. And we all had different stories, whether it be a football team, a rugby team, cricket stories, sport or music, like Michael Jackson, what have you. But all of us had, in the top 5, 2 names, Nelson Mandela. And it was, for us, there are stories in different genres, whether it be sport, music, religion, architecture, music, that can be told, and they have a particular audience, and they're great stories, and could or can be told. But this story has to be told. It's a story that must be told. And that really defines our inspiration as a group and with our partners, that this story not only must be told, but it should be accessible to a wide audience as possible, a global audience in this format, and also an audience, a younger audience for the next generation. It's very important, this particular story we find, and we feel strongly, which is why also we're going to be creating an edition that is aimed at the school environment for children. It was also important for us that we wanted to, in the best way that we felt we could, by creating an opus in honouring Mr. Mandela. In many different ways, he has touched our lives and gave us inspiration in different ways. And this was the best way we felt that we could come together as a group with our partners at Matchworld, Sangari, working with Ndaba at Africa Rising as well, to make sure that we could come together and honour it the best way we could. But if there was one thing that, and it's hard to sum up what this story, because it means different things to different people, but if I had to sum up one thing that is a guiding essence, or a founding philosophy of this story, this particular opus, is inspiration. The one thing that has kept constant is that we want the Nelson Mandela Opus to inspire people. And it's a story that in many parts of the world young people may not know too much about, and it may not resonate with, but we hope after experiencing and enjoying and learning from this opus, that there will be a spirit of inspiration there, and that's very, very important for us. Just to mention that we'll be doing 2 editions. There's the large format, the 35 kilos, similar to a couple of the copies we have outside. That will be limited to 10,000 copies worldwide. It gives a unique feel to the project, but also this is a story, as I said, that must be told and shared with as many people as possible. There should be no barrier to this story. So we'll also be creating an edited version, a smaller edition. It will still weigh just under 20 kilos, so it's not what you'd call a bedtime read, I guess, but something that's accessible.